Something is submerged off the coast of Micronesia that no one has been able to explain. Not fully. Not honestly. There is a city in the Pacific Ocean, built on 100 artificial islands, connected by a network of canals, surrounded by open water on every side. The stones that built it weigh up to 50 tons each. Some of them were quarried on the opposite side of the island, or possibly from a place 350 miles away across open ocean. There are no roads leading to it, no ramps, no tools found at the site, no written record of how it was built, or by whom, or why it was eventually abandoned and left to the sea. The place is called Nan Madol, and for over 800 years, it has been sitting in the Pacific, slowly sinking, with no explanation that accounts for what it actually is. Welcome to Forgotten Origins. Nan Madol sits on the eastern shore of Pohnpei, an island in the Federated States of Micronesia, roughly 2,000 miles northeast of Australia. It was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2016, not because we understand it, but because we're afraid of losing it. The city covers about half a square mile of coral reef, built from approximately 100 man-made islets separated by tidal canals. Today, mangrove roots are splitting the walls from the inside. The water is slowly reclaiming it. The main building material is columnar basalt, naturally hexagonal stone columns that form when lava cools at a specific rate. They look almost machined. The builders stacked them in what archaeologists call a header and stretcher pattern, alternating horizontal and vertical layers, interlocked like a log cabin at massive scale. No mortar. The walls hold through weight, geometry, and precision placement alone. The largest structure, Nan Dao, was the Royal Mortuary Complex, has walls 25 feet high and 17 feet thick, and it is still standing. The standard explanation is that Nan Madol was built by the Sodalur dynasty, which ruled Pohnpei between roughly 1200 and 1628 CE. Construction, archaeologists estimate, took several centuries. The official theory for how the stones were moved: wooden rafts and human labor. Thousands of workers, organized by a central authority, floating basalt columns across the lagoon one by one. Here is where the problem starts. The total weight of stone in Nan Madol is estimated at 750,000 metric tons. That is comparable to several Egyptian pyramids worth of material moved through open water, with no draft animals, no metal tools, no wheel, and no written record of the process. No quarrying tools have been found at the site. No ramps, no scaffolding, no rope work, no physical evidence of the labor that would have been required. And then there is the question of where the stone came from. Most of the basalt columns appear to originate from a quarry near Sakis, on the opposite side of Pohnpei, separated from Nan Madol by miles of open water and dense jungle. But some samples do not match Pohnpei's geology at all. Researchers have traced certain columns to Kasre, an island 350 miles to the east. 350 miles of open Pacific Ocean, with 5-ton stone columns on rafts that have left no trace in the archaeological record. Researchers who have spent time at the site report anomalies that don't appear in the official literature. In 2010, a team measured unusual magnetic readings across the basalt columns, areas of the structure that showed magnetic properties inconsistent with naturally placed stone. No peer-reviewed explanation for this has been published. The canal system is its own problem. The channels between the islets are consistent in width, running in near straight lines through what was once open reef. Designing a canal grid of this precision requires surveying. There is no record of surveying technology in Micronesia at the supposed construction date, and the city itself was almost entirely ceremonial. Nan Madol was not a place where people lived in any significant number. Estimates suggest only a few hundred priests and royal attendants occupied it at any time. So the question becomes, who organized the movement of 750,000 tons of basalt to build a space for a few hundred people? What was happening there that justified that scale of effort? The archaeological record does not say. The oral tradition of Pohnpei gives a different answer. According to local legend, Nan Madol was built by two sorcerers, Olasipa and Olasipa, who arrived from a place called Kanamweso. They attempted to raise the city multiple times. Each time, the stones fell. Finally, they used magic to make the stones fly into place. Mainstream archaeologists file this under mythology, but some researchers have noticed that similar accounts exist across Micronesia and Polynesia, multiple unconnected cultures describing stone moved through means that weren't physical. Whether those accounts encode real historical memory, or are simply stories, depends on who you ask. A small number of serious researchers, including some affiliated with American institutions, have proposed that Nan Madol may predate the Sodler dynasty significantly. That what we're looking at is a later ruling class building on top of something already ancient. If that's true, the original construction date is unknown, and the builders are unknown, and the reason is unknown. Nan Madol was abandoned in 1628 CE when a warrior named Isaac led an invasion from Khosrau and ended the Sodler line. After that, no one came back. The greatest stone city ever built in the Pacific was left to the mangroves, the tidal canals, and the sea. Today it is sinking. The coral reef underneath is compressing. Parts of the outer walls have already collapsed into the water. UNESCO has listed it as in danger, not from human interference, but from rising sea levels. The city that was built in the ocean is returning to it, and to this day, no one has been able to explain how 750,000 tons of basalt arrived on a coral reef in the middle of the Pacific, or who first decided to build there, and why. The stones remain, the canals remain, the question remains. If this made you think, follow Forgotten Origins. More mysteries every week.